Attorney broker John McConnin here with the Fallbrook Market Report. I'm quite interested in what we see here because we're putting a property on the market in Fallbrook ourselves on Greenbrier, and I would just want to, this is what I would do if I were looking to sell a home. I would do exactly what I'm doing here. I would drill down. I'd start generically and then I'd drill down. And this is where I'd start generically. I'd want to know some basic facts about what's going on in Fallbrook. So on our first page here, we see that the average asking price per square, and this is for single family homes, is $230, and it's hovering. The asking price per square foot is $230. Average list price. Now, that is a surprisingly high number for me, which is good as a seller. Median list price, again, $600. Wow. I would suspect that that's changed dramatically in recent days on market. I'm sure that's still dealing with distressed properties. Why that number's high, because basically homes that are well priced and not needing third-party approval are selling pretty quickly here in San Diego. House size is pretty good size for Fallbrook. I know from speaking to some realtors that have been Fallbrook realtors for 20 or 30 years, and even having a client who's an attorney who I've sold houses for out there, there's a feeling that Fallbrook properties are going to someday, or the land is so similar to Rancho Santa Fe, and that someday Fallbrook may grow into that sort of stature, because there are so many nice properties out in Fallbrook where you can get significant land. So maybe there's a lot of buyers who feel the same way. Now, here's a very interesting stat for buyers and sellers. We see in the lower quartile, 6 properties came on the market and 5 were absorbed. That's good news for buyers and investors. We, as home sellers and guys who fix up properties and flip them for clients and for ourselves, we know a few months ago that this market's been very competitive in the lower quartile, even the lower third. And like in other places, once you get out of that lower quartile, we see that more properties are being sold than coming on the market. So we'll see that reflected in the graph below. I don't care much about the median price. However, I'll slow down for the people that do, so you can pause the recorder. Price per square foot rose throughout the year. Again, investors were out in hedge funds, just like in other segments of Southern California and really the West. And then we see that price per square foot may even be creeping up again. It jitters around this line. We don't really know. Let's call it it's somewhere holding steady. And inventory's dropping. This is consistent with seasonal demand. Seasonal people don't put their markets on their homes for sale usually before the holidays, and the buyers still came out, which, I'd say that is what's caused the lower inventory. If I'm a buyer, I am getting on the broker feed. I'm calling someone saying, please put me on the broker feed so I can see the properties as soon as they're coming on the market. And the MLS people said that'll be within 20 minutes, rather than just waiting for us to aggregate it at the end of the day, or the national sites sometimes have very stale data. I would get on top of that broker feed, and I would have my financing lined up. Even if I was a cash buyer, I would have it organized on PDF form to make myself look as strong as possible, that I'm not fooling around. Market index says that it is still okay for buyers in Fallbrook. So that's the market report. This is John McConnin. Thank you.